What's the best thing about being a teacher? Everything. Every day I get to go to a place I love, a place that has an awesome boss, the most incredible team of teachers on the planet, and some of the coolest, funniest, smartest kids you could ever hope to meet. I get to do something that matters. I have a job that if I do it right and well, makes a difference forever. Yeah, I have the best job ever.
The best thing about being a teacher is making meaningful connections with my students. I absolutely love getting to know each and every one of them and watching them grow into young adults. And it is such a joy when a student who may not like math at the start of the year does well in my class and regains their love, or at least their appreciation for it, by the end of May. Receiving that note of gratitude from a parent or even a student about how I've helped be a part of their success makes it all worthwhile.
I enjoy the unique challenges of being a 21st century teacher. We no longer just present material and have students memorize it. Our job now has us lead the children to finding the answer. The challenges are present in finding the time and resources that enable a student to guide themselves to the information. It is also challenging to not just give the answer. And the rewards come from that aha moment students have when they make the connections or find the answer. Knowing that you showed the way rather than showed the answer makes teaching rewarding to me.
I love being a teacher because I can feed off the energy of my students each and every day. It is easy for me to become passionate about what I do because our students show such great enthusiasm and excitement. Our students today are so diverse in their beliefs, backgrounds, and experiences that I find it refreshing to hear from their perspective. As a social studies teacher, their perspective and insight on human events is the main fuel for discussion and thought. I'm excited to know that in some way I can contribute to their growth as great thinkers and learners in an increasingly global society.
Where else can you go to work and have teenagers fuss over who gets the guinea pig at their table? There is so much to love about being a classroom teacher. I love it when kids get a science joke and they can't wait to share it with me. I love it when they get what I'm teaching. I love being that person that pushes kids forward, even when I feel like I'm just pushing paper. I really love seeing my alpha kids graduate. I love it when they're all like, "I love you, Miss Lorio. Really, really, I mean it." I love learning that I have students become teachers. I love running into all my kids outside of school and hearing, "Miss Lorio!" I love seeing them grow up, have productive lives. I love making a difference, teaching and touching the future.
Thurgood Marshall once stated, "None of us got where we are solely by pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. We got here because somebody, a teacher, a parent, an Ivy League crony, or a few nuns bent down and helped us pick up our boots." As a teacher, we do not always get to see the finished product. We do not always get to see where our students' journeys end or where their lives lead them. However, we do get to pick our students up when they have fallen short and give them a slight push in the right direction. We open their eyes to the possibilities that surround them and give them hope for the future.
I love being a teacher because I know firsthand that teachers change lives each and every day. Because I've had so many teachers who affected my life in a positive way, I feel blessed to be afforded the opportunity to provide support and encouragement to students daily. I love to see the light bulbs go off during class. I love to see students apply their understanding to other situations or classes. And most importantly, I love to see students grow and mature into successful young adults. Whether small or grand, our students will leave a mark on this world, just as teachers leave a mark on their students each day.
The best thing about being a teacher is seeing that sparkle in my students' eyes when they finally grasp a concept that they struggled to understand. As a teacher at DAEP, I'm able to work with each child one-on-one in a smaller classroom environment. This individualized teaching approach allows me to spend more time with each child and target each student's area of difficulty. As a result, the student becomes successful in my classroom as well as successful when they return to their home campus. This is why I love teaching at DAEP.
As a second career, I began thinking of becoming a teacher so that I could have a positive influence on children, especially those without dads in the home. I visited several local classrooms with teachers about their work. Now, as a teacher, my favorite activity with my students is science lab, which gives them the opportunity to work with materials and help one another. The reward is the excitement and feeling of accomplishment when they've discovered something themselves and now understand. That's why I enjoy teaching so much.
This is my calling, and this is why I was made. I know if I use my talents, as meager as they may be, God's going to bless those and multiply those in ways I'll never know or even imagine. It's an amazing blessing to go to work every day and have the confidence of knowing that this is what I was made to do. It doesn't make the work any easier. It doesn't make every day a cakewalk, but it does make the challenges more rewarding and proves that every day is a blessing. My most significant contribution has to be my students and their love of music. Music is something that follows you all of your life, whether you're actively involved or just a passive listener. If I can instill knowledge about and love of my passion, then I have succeeded.
The best thing about being a teacher is getting to extend your family. I may only have one biological child, but I have thousands of other kiddos who I call mine. I am so lucky to have the opportunity to work with these children that will one day change the world. Being greeted with a hug or a smile every morning and getting to hear about their days during recess makes my day complete.
The top 5 reasons that I love being a first grade teacher. Number 5, the half-eaten box of chocolates that I receive almost every Valentine's Day. Reason number 4, all of the bouquets of fresh weeds that my students pick for me at recess. 3, the funny yet inappropriate stories that I get to hear. Number 2, 6- and 7-year-olds happen to think that I'm awesome, even when I'm not. And the number 1 reason that I love being a first grade teacher is all of the growth that I get to see in my students over the 9 months that they have them in my classroom.
Teaching is the most gratifying and worthwhile profession that I can imagine. Every day is a new adventure in discovering the extraordinary abilities of our children. My day is filled with the pride instilled by the priceless look of a child's face when they realize that they have made a connection, and the excitement when they can create on their own using this new knowledge.
The best thing about being a PPCD teacher is seeing little ones learn and grow. One of my students who was nonverbal on the first day of school stood on stage at the end of the year and sang the ABC song in front of the entire school. There were quite a few teachers and principals that were wiping tears of joy during that song. We all knew how far that student had come during the year. What a great reward to have been his teacher.
The best thing about being a teacher is that I get to educate, motivate, and inspire our future. I'm given the opportunity every day to influence and change lives in the most positive and meaningful way possible. Whether it's helping a child embrace their strengths, prevail through hardships, enhance their self-esteem, or motivate them beyond their potential is what makes this profession worthwhile. It's not just about teaching my students how to overcome challenges in the classroom, but also how to succeed through obstacles in life.
The best thing about being a teacher is getting to know my students. I have learned that every single one of my students has a story to share. Everyone needs someone to listen to their story, and through teaching, I have been given the opportunity to truly express empathy for others. I enjoy discovering their strengths and finding different ways to encourage them. I love seeing how much they grow and change throughout the school year by achieving their goals. As a result of their hard work all year, they're even more confident in themselves and are ready to take on the world.